So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Sekou Girassi, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the lone role up front. He's instinctive. He's opportunistic.
And the finish! Oh, would you believe it? The goal to end it all! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Thank you for your
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here.
Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kiev, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead spectacularly. And then he helped himself to another goal late on and put the game out of reach.
Yeah, I remember it well, Peter. I was there. I mean, the first goal was magnificent, but he got a huge slice of luck with the second. OK, he struck the ball well enough, but from that distance, you would expect the keeper to deal with it comfortably.
Back towards the middle. He shifted it to the flank. Valera picks it up out wide. Hit into the middle. In once more. He gets big. He's scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
After 18 minutes is number 9, Andre Silva.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cantona! Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Cruyff. This is promising. And Messi! And he comes up trumps again.
Messi really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Elche were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Valera bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played out to the right. He is through here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Thuram. Cruyff. And here's Cantona. And this is Bale. That is a brilliant interception. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Driving forward. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rodriguez. And Diangana. Now it's Diangana, and he's had a hit! Manchester United still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Played out towards the right wing. Diangana. Rodriguez. Now it's Andre Silva. Opts for safety. And it's Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Messi. Nice looking ball. Oh, well measured. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's nice. He's on it. Chance! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Substitution.
Elche can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
Spread out to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Andre Silva. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still
Shot a goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
After 87 minutes is number 18, Cantona. 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 Substitution for Manchester United, number 13.
Time for a change in personnel. Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
3 minutes added time.
Baggio, Roberto Baggio! It's hit the crossbar! Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Andre Silva, Van Dijk. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Cantona claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Thuram. And it's Van Dijk. To Maldini. O'Shea. Bale. Lovely feet. Now it's... Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a sharp pass. Spread out to the left. He has found the way through. And a chance! Smith tries making a foray down the right. Plays a sharp little ball here. No goals as yet. And here's Bale. Truffert. Bournemouth look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram. Now it's Cantona. Cruyff. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bournemouth are looking to go forward now. Truffert. It's Smith. And it's Scott. And here's Adley. Nice control. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And one more try! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Smith receives it in a good position here. And here's Cook. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Cruyff. And here's Messi. Shapes to shoot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And again! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang.
Cantona! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Adley gets good distance on it. Messi. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Spread neatly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Adley.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. Messi. He has a look up. He's having a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Vieira. Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Real chance! So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Smith made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Thuram. Crosses it in.
Has been indicated.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Confirmation that... And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
We are glad to inform you that today's
Your
match
final
day
thoughts, Jim?
programs are
Well, this
available
game
from
looked to have...
Sky.